Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Shardine and this is Shard Creates Creative Podcast. This video has been a long time coming and I've been really nervous to film this today. So much so that I put it off till 8 o'clock this evening. So this channel will be a creative one mixed with some gaming that I've done in the past. But mostly I want to focus on my creativity at the moment during this quarantine period. So I thought I'd finally put this video up and do it. So this first video will just be an introduction into my hobbies at the moment. I will probably be, because I don't have a lot to work on at the moment, I'm not really doing too many projects at once. I will put all of my hobbies into one video. If in the future I might separate my hobbies into separate videos, but we'll see. But for the first one, I just want to share what I've been working on. So let's get started. So my first whip is a knitting project. I've recently started learning how to knit socks. I can do the basic stitches like the garter stitch, stockinette, but socks is not something I've ever tried before, so I thought I'd give it a go. So my first whip is the basic 4-ply socks by Winwick Mum, and it's a sock, like a sock along, I think it's called. And here's what I've got to. This is Vegia 4-ply, I think that's how you say it. 4-ply sock yarn. And as you can see, I'm not too far. I've done the cuff, I've done the leg. I decided to make the leg shorter because I've only got small feet, so I didn't want them too long. And I've currently started on the heel, and this is the part which I'm not really looking forward to because I know it's like one of the more difficult parts of the sock. So I've just started the heel. I'm not too far along that. I've put this project down for a little bit because I'm not used to working on such small needles. I think this is a 2.5 and I'm used to 4mm or bigger, so this is currently a bit of a struggle because I think my stitch was a bit tight, so we'll see how I get on with that. That's my only knitting project. I apologise if I'm looking at the camera and then looking away because I'm not used to looking at the camera. It's like at a weird angle, so I apologise in advance. My next projects are my cross stitching. So currently I'm working between two projects. I have a lot of cross stitch projects. Across all my hobbies, I'm a serial starter and I don't really finish things. So I'm trying my best to just focus on 2 to 3 projects at a time and make as much progress as possible. But because I'm me, I choose medium to big projects or very big projects. So I'll be lucky if I get to finish one, but we'll see how it goes. So my first project, this is Celtic Autumn by Lavender and Lace. I'm doing this on, I believe it's 28 count linen. I'm not sure. I think it's Taupe by Zweigart. It's been a long time since I bought the stuff for this, so I'm not 100% sure. So here we are. I've made quite a bit of progress on this. So I'm currently focusing on the bottom of her dress. I'm trying to get that finished, but it feels a little confetti heavy for me right now. And then after I finish the bottom of the dress, I want to work on the sides here. I have all of the floss for this project, sorry, but I don't have the beads. So once I finish cross stitching the whole thing, I will purchase the beads and then finish it afterwards. So that is Celtic Autumn. And my second project that I've been working on is a Heaven and Earth design. Now this is from Out of the White by Michelle Lee Phelan, and this is a mini charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I do have the pattern. Let's get it up on my tablet. This is the design. My sister actually messaged me on Instagram because I think this is like a new release, and she sent me a picture of this, and I was like, I had to have it. So I bought the chart, and then I went and bought as much floss as I could with the fabric. So I haven't made too much progress, as this is a new start. Here we go. I'm stitching this on 25 count navy even weave, I believe. So I've just started in the top corner here. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm doing this 2/1, 25 count in tent stitch. Now this isn't actual tent stitch. This is a mix of half cross stitch and continental tent stitch. So my forward stitches I work from bottom left to top right. So my forward stitches that go in this direction are all half cross stitch, and then when I work backwards on the even row, that's continental tent stitch. So, but I'm really liking it so far. Working on it, you can see more of the blue through the fabric because it's light thread on dark fabric, but you can't really see it far away. So I think the coverage is pretty good, and I'm very happy with the progress so far. Eventually I'll get to some more colours, but it's currently white, like a white, a very pale blue, and then very pale pink. And you can't really tell there's 3 colours in there because they look so close together, but yeah, there are. So that's that, and this needle minder I got off Etsy. I can't remember the name of the designer. If I do, I'll put it in the description box below. Yeah, that's my second whip. That's all the cross stitch I'm doing at the moment, because if I do too much or work on too many things, nothing will get finished. That's kind of the story of my life with most of my projects right now. So that's that. Lastly, my last hobby is crochet. Now this is my most, a more long-term hobby that I've been doing for years. I couldn't really tell you how long, to be honest. I've been doing it for so long, on and off. But for the last, I guess, 5-6 years maybe, I've been doing a lot more crochet. I'm 27, so since I finished uni, more or less, I've been doing a lot more crochet now. So I have a lot of projects. I'm currently doing #Team Finisher. So myself and Heather at HGDesignsCrochet. I'll link her channel down below. She's amazing. You should definitely go check her out. We had a Zoom call about 3 or 4 weeks ago with the Tribe Stars on Patreon, and we decided to do #Team Finisher. So basically what we're doing is trying to finish all of our projects before starting new ones. On top of that, I've decided to try and clear half of my bookshelf of yarn. And there's a lot of yarn because there's some in these tubs here, and I've got some more yarn on the floor, and you can see there's a bit more yarn up there. So I've got yarn all over the place. So my goal for this year is to try and clear at least half of that stack. And there's a lot. And there's a whole mixture of different kinds of yarn, and I've got like a small amount of cotton that I have no idea what to do with because I'm not really used to working with cotton. I mostly use acrylic. So that's one of my challenges. And the second one is to not buy any yarn. And that's been very difficult. The only time I can buy yarn is if it's to finish a project or if it's a joining colour. And I'll explain that in a second. So the first project I've been working on, and this is the project I've put most time into recently because I really want to finish it. I found that if I focus on a piece, I'm more likely to get it finished, and I've been really eager to finish this one. So this whip is a granny stripe. Oh, and also trying to use up all my scrap yarn because I've got a lot of scrap yarn. So this project is using all my scrap Stylecraft DK. So here we go. This is a granny stripe. It's pretty big. I think it will eventually be as tall as me once I finished it. So I'm standing up right now and it's only up to my chest. I'm only 4'10", so it's definitely going to be bigger than me when I finished it. Yeah, I'm just trying to mix in all my neutrals as well across the rows. So you've got like a dark grey, then a light grey or silver, and then the white, and then I've got back to the dark grey again. So when I finish this, I should end on a second row of white, and I do have enough colours to do that. I did check, so I should have enough to finish it, and then I might border it in a black because I've got plenty of black scrap yarn. But I'm really enjoying this so far. Sometimes it's a bit of a labour of love and it's very hard to work on, but once I get a block of colour done, that just gives me the encouragement to get going, because it's like a progress. Yeah, this is my current most worked on whip, and I'll probably be working on this a bit later, see how I'm feeling. And my other project, which I've been working on, I kind of dip in and out because this is another blanket project and I do like to make blankets, so I haven't made too much progress on this one. And this is a pattern by Attic24, and this is the June blanket. I did purchase the yarn pack from Wool Warehouse months ago, and here is how far I've got. Ooh. So I'm not very far. Five colours done, and I'm doing the repeating stripes, so I'll do all the colours and then repeat it in the same order, same colour order. So I've been slowly working at this. I do want to put more time into it, but I probably won't do that until I finish my granny stripe blanket. So that's that. Now, because of all my scrap yarn, I am finding that once I finish a colour on my granny stripe blanket, I have leftovers. So I have a lot of leftovers from some various projects. So what I decided to do, with inspiration from Heather at HGDC, is to make a 2-round granny square blanket. Yeah. So that's going to be a very long-term project because it's going to be big, and I think it might end up just being a single size depending on how adventurous I want to get. So I've been slowly making some centres for it, using all the scrap yarn that I can find. So if I finish a project and I've got some scraps left, I'll start making some centres out of that. So far I've done over 200 centres using scrap yarn from projects that I've had. And this is how much I've amassed. So most of this so far is from the Dahlia blanket kit by Attic24. I used the leftover yarns to make the a lot of these centres. I haven't finished that blanket yet because I managed to run out of yarn in the border, which is a little frustrating. So it's currently sitting hidden away until I can buy some more yarn and finish it. There's only 3 more rows left of the border, but the border is long and it's tedious and I don't like it. So I eventually will finish it, but until then I've just put it to the side. So these are all the centers I have so far. I did put a few together just to see how it was going to look because I'm bordering it in black. So I don't have a lot, but this is how it's going to look. And I'm using the continuous join as you go method to join these all the way. So I'm not sure how long the length is going to be yet. Once I add more colours, I'll kind of gauge it and then go from there. I would like to try and put one of every colour almost in a row without repeating colour. I really like how the colours are working out, and it looks so good against the black. And I've got plenty of black to use at the moment, so yeah. This is going to take forever. Of all my blanket projects I've ever done, this is the scariest for sure. But yeah, I think that's all my current whips. I do have that I'm working on anyway. I do have a lot of projects hidden away that you can't see that I've written in my book, and it's a very long list. I think I've got at least 15 projects that are crochet / a little bit of knitting. Cross stitch wise, I don't want to share my cross stitch stuff at the moment. It's all boxed up and it's all a bit of a mess, so at the moment I'm trying to kind of rearrange all my cross stitch and my yarn because some of it's all mixed up and not grouped together. So like my Stylecraft or my Women's Institute yarn, I'm trying to keep them separate because I know what they are, and some of it I don't really know what the yarn is, so I'm continuously going through my stash looking to see what I have and reorganize it, so that will take a bit of time. But yeah, I think that will be it from me for my first video. I hope it was okay. I'm going to do my best to edit it and make sure that the sound is okay and do all the checks before I upload it. It will go up tonight. I am a night owl, so I'll be up till whatever time in the morning until I start work at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. If you do watch this video, leave a comment down below, some suggestions, what you'd like to see, if the video is okay, if I can improve it somehow. All that would be very helpful to me to make more videos in the future and keep up the encouragement to do this, because this is like so difficult recording on my phone. I've got the most horrible setup for this. I am not prepared. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, watching my video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.